Okay, well, stress. I mean, almost everybody really understands that when they're under stress, they're more likely to get a cold, a flu, or any kind of illness. If you
Mm.
work, you know, 18 hours a day for 2 or 3 weeks, or you're flying around, you're on a bunch of sales calls, all of, you come home is more likely for you to get sick because stress and cortisol suppresses the immune system. The way it works is that when the body is under stress, it is worried about dying right then and there. And it is saying, hey, we don't need to worry about something that's going to happen a long, time from now. We've got to have all our resources toward whatever you're doing, this 18 hours of work or whatever, we got to devote it. So the immune system is suppressed. So the first thing you need to do is to not panic because
Mm.
panic, one, makes you make bad decisions. It causes your cortisol to increase, causes your sympathetic nervous system to be enhanced. And so, yeah, looking at, you know, it's great to look at the news and to be informed, but looking at it 24 hours a day is not good for you. I was on an interview the other day and said, you need to binge watch Netflix comedy specials.
What I do these days is I watch the morning news. First of all, the morning news is always going to be friendlier than the evening news. The
Yeah,
evening
yeah,
news, as working in media, it used to, if it bleeds, it leads, right? So
yeah,
Totally.
right.
it is what it is, folks. But the morning news generally tends to be a little bit more upbeat while you can still get those key headlines for the day.
Right.
I don't understand why everybody on Netflix are watching shows like Contagion.
Right.
What are you doing? We're living it.
We're living contagion.
Stop.
Exactly. Yeah. You need to laugh. You need to play. You need to go outside 6 feet away, but you need to actually go outside. So, what can you do? Here's how you can boost your immune system. 70% of your immune system is in your gut, and good bacteria in the gut will help control the immune system. Because what is happening with this virus and why people are dying is that their immune system is going overboard. It's being uncontrolled. It's actually attacking healthy tissue instead of just the virus. So probiotics will help to control the immune system so that it doesn't go overboard.
Now, when it comes to things like vitamin C, do
Mhm.
you find that it's better to get it from natural things like oranges or citrus, or should we just go for a supplement?
Yeah, the thing is, I mean, you'd have to eat a lot of oranges to get enough vitamin C to really. Now, it would be enough for the daily requirement, but that daily requirement is to prevent scurvy. But if you look at the research, when you're talking about its antiviral capabilities and other things, you have to use more. They're talking about somewhere between 1,000 and 4,000 milligrams on a pretty much consistent basis in order to really boost the immune system.
So that bag of
Love it.
mandarins I bought yesterday and that I've been just like funneling is a joke. But I mean, how
Yeah.
much
Well, it's
vitamin
better than
C?
nothing. I'd rather for you to do that than to eat candy all day. That would.
True.
I'd rather for you to
But
eat
how
the
much
mandarins than
vitamin
that.
C is in one orange or mandarin ballpark? Do you know?
You got me on that one.
Okay, I'll have to
That's
look that up.
So on that probiotic tip that you that was in the arsenal that you discussed,
Right.
I get confused and I see probiotic in the little strawberry yogurt drink I give my daughter in the morning. And then I see it in the vitamins that are not so active looking.
Right.
And then the other day I was in Whole Foods, all gloved up and looking crazy. And I noticed this really beautiful, this really cool packaging, green and white, bio something in a fridge, and it was like the difference was like the cultures were in the thousands.
Right.
So that to me was like, oh shoot, that's a big deal. That's a lot.
Yeah. You
Is
actually.
that what you're talking about
Yeah. You
reaching
actually
for?
want it in the billions.
In
You want
so
it.
yes, maybe it
Yeah.
was in the
You
billions.
want
It was it was a very high number,
Yeah.
but it was in the fridge, had to be kept cold,
Yeah.
and it was like in a shot.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, it needs to be in the billions. It's thought to be you need to have at least 10 billion colony forming units. It's CFUs. And you want it to have at least 6 to 10 strains because you have like 70 trillion bacteria in your gut. So
Okay.
just to do in the millions is like taking sand to the beach. So you need to
Mhm.
have enough on a consistent basis that it actually changes what they call the microbiome. It's like the whole environment of the gut in order to have a healthy gut and GI system. And because, a lot of us, at least in my age, we grew up on antibiotics for ear infections and this and that. As we mature, it kind of decreases the amount of bacteria, different kinds of bacteria we have. So having a variety is helpful.
So why is it that you need to keep a lot of it in the fridge?
Well, those are more closer to live cultures,
Mm-hmm.
but then there are also some that are frozen. They're micro frozen or whatever, and so there's a big debate on are those more stable and they get activated when they hit the GI system, or should you have the live culture? And that's still a debate. Those that are in the refrigerator are less stable, and you have to use them more quickly. But I've used them both. And I'm kind of on the ones. It's a controversy, but I think both of them work fine.
Have you ever heard of like Good Belly cereal?
Yeah, but I don't know what's in it, and I can't believe that a cereal is good for the belly.
But Good Belly, it's probiotic cereal.
I've heard of that.
It has.
There's a Good Belly drink. I know.
Same company.
Yeah. Okay.
They also do a peanut butter cereal that is amazingly delicious. I was just looking up because it says that per serving it has 1 billion probiotics of champion strain BB12.
Okay.
Not to be like TMI, but I love this cereal. I order it by like the caseload from Amazon, and let me just tell you, things get moving in the morning when you have this cereal.
Quickly.
So
that's right.
Love it.
Yeah, that's what that's what bacteria do. They increase peristalsis.
Yeah.
So it's good for people who have constipation. Usually, their gut bacteria is not right. So yeah. Well, I have to look that up then.
But to put it into perspective, the drink that I was just chatting about, Amber, the one in the fridge, 50 billion, the size of a shot.
Okay, so that's fine. 50 billion. That's.
You best be close to a bathroom when you take that shot. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Well, I would tell you
it's expensive.
50 billion is more if you're trying to treat a gut issue.
Okay.
10 billion is more for I just want to keep a healthy gut. And usually how you do probiotics is you would do 50 billion for like a month or so. And then you could do the 10 billion every day, or even if you did it like for 2 weeks out of the month. Because what you want is you want those bacteria to start reproducing themselves. So after a while, you don't need to keep putting so much in. And and the way you get the bacteria to reproduce themselves is by taking prebiotics. I don't know if you ever heard of prebiotics.
No.
Prebiotics are fiber with sugar, and the Good Belly cereal may have that because the bacteria, they need good sugars, and it's called fructooligosaccharides. So they need like the peels of apples and the peels of plums and the peels of pears. Those have sugar and they have fiber in it, and that helps good bacteria to grow. You can buy prebiotics, or you can just eat those types of fruits with the, when you're taking the probiotics, and that'll make those bacteria reproduce themselves, which is a lot more efficient than you keep putting bacteria.
Probiotics.
All of that in.
Going back to, I looked it up while we were chatting about this.
Okay.
So for vitamin C, you said you needed 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C for.
Well, that's just for like daily
maintenance. Yeah. So one orange has 53.2. So you would be eating roughly 18 to 20 to get
in
that.
A day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's better than eating lollipops or whatever, but you'd have to eat a lot of oranges.
Are there certain brands of vitamin C that you like?
Well, I don't. This is what you want: buffered vitamin C, and you want vitamin C. Well, either buffered vitamin C or vitamin C that's buffered with bioflavonoids.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I've seen that on the labels. Yeah.
Yeah. So bioflavonoids, if bioflavonoids are mixed with the vitamin C, you can actually take less. You could take 500 milligrams of vitamin C with the bioflavonoids, and would equal about 1,000. Because here's the reason: the bioflavonoids help with absorption, so it's not consumed so quickly when it's doing its work. So
Got
that's
it.
why you
Okay.
take less if there's bioflavonoids mixed with the vitamin C.
I love it.
Now, we also all know right now it's like stress and weight gain go hand in hand. And the fact that many of us, we can get outside maybe for an hour at a time. We call it yard time, my husband and I.
Yeah.
Um, but what can we be doing during this time to help, make sure that it just feels like it's a losing battle, right?
Yeah.
It's hard not to be stressed right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we can take our probiotics, we can take our vitamin C. What else? Is there any trick
Well,
you have in your sleeve for weight gain
for
or
weight,
avoiding that?
it's hard because what else are you going to do in the house except go to the refrigerator and go to
Hmm.
the pantry? So it's very hard. Now, and one reason why we stress eat is that when you're in the sympathetic mode, you don't make serotonin. Okay.
Mm.
And carbohydrates increase serotonin. So that's why you find yourself eating potato chips. I ate some potato chips last night. We had a stressful day. And I'm like, why did I even buy these chips? Primarily because they were left in the store. One of the few things I could get to snack on, but I hardly ever eat chips. But chips, carbohydrates, they make you feel good. They're comfort foods.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need now? You need comfort.
I
So,
so
people are baking cookies and
Yep.
and doing all types of things because they want comfort foods.
Well, but thank you for giving us a medical reason to like say,
Yeah,
you know what?
Why?
Here, hey,
right.
you get a little bit of a hall pass right now because this is going to
Exactly.
stimulate serotonin and literally, because I always said a cookie, it hugs you from the inside.
There you go. That's why they call it comfort foods. Yeah. So yeah,
John.
it increases serotonin. So when people are stress eating,
Mhm.
that's what they're doing. They're trying to increase their serotonin levels because what's going on? You get epinephrine and norepinephrine, and it makes you like this:
Mm.
serotonin, dopamine, and GABA. Those are the ones that calm you down. So you can get GABA supplements. There's I don't know if you ever heard of L-theanine.
Yes.
Mhm.
L-theanine is almost as effective as Xanax or Ativan. It
Mm.
turns alpha waves, which are very scattered. And the reason why you get anxious is because you're thinking about 15 things at the one time and you feel
Yeah.
overwhelmed. So L-theanine turns beta waves, which are very scattered, into alpha waves. So it helps you to tone down or cone down on what you're thinking about and helps you to relax. So L-theanine is a natural supplement you can take. Uh, there's something called phosphatidylserine. It's a but that helps to lower cortisol levels. So those are
Mhm.
supplements you can take. Getting lavender essential
Mhm.
oil and letting it diffuse through the house. Eucalyptus has been shown in a vapor to be antiviral. So if you're stuck in
Mm.
the house, get eucalyptus because eucalyptus is in Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah.
That's what you so eucalyptus is antiviral. It opens up sinuses. It does that. So those are some things you could do. So spray some lavender on your pillow or spray some lavender around the
Mm.
house. Take a lavender bath. That's always
Yeah.
done a little Epsom salt and pour some lavender in there and
I
take
just
your
bought
honey.
method lavender soap today.
There
There
you
I
you
must
go.
have
go.
known it was the only
No,
one.
yeah.
Weirdly enough, it was the only one that was left at Dwayne Reed.
They
Suckers.
just don't they
They
don't
should have
know the
known.
calming properties of lavender. Yeah. So those are some other, natural things that you can do to kind of de-stress yourself if you don't want to eat
Amazing.
cookies and potato chips.
But I thank you for giving us the pass right now to have some cookies and potato
Yeah.
chips. We'll all make
Yeah.
it
Definitely.
through. All right. So we need to run to the store right now or get on our Amazon. Vitamin C, probiotics, prebiotics, L-theanine,
L-theanine.
theanine,
Theanine.
L-theanine.
How
L-theanine.
do you
How do you spell
can you
You
that?
got to
spell
spell it
that?
L-theanine.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Love
And
it.
some lavender.
And some lavender.
And if you're on the
And
Upper East
eucalyptus.
Side, and eucalyptus. And if you're on the Upper East
And
Side, Dwayne
eucalyptus.
Reed
Yeah.
has tons of that method lavender soap right now.
So you're in New York. So are you guys really like scared to death up there?
You know, I feel like, again, the media, because I've got family all over the country, and I think that the media is making New York much scarier,
Yeah.
seem much
Mhm.
scarier.
Right.
I live in a very residential neighborhood. So you go out, and while people are really social distancing, and everybody I find is being very respectful of that, you still see people. So there is something for me comforting. My husband and I think that we both had a mild case of it. So I think that and have since recovered, except we still have no taste or smell. We
Yeah.
lost our taste and smell about 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think that gives me a little bit of comfort of knowing that maybe we're not as high at risk.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but
So,
it's it is a scary time.
Still
yeah.
scary.
Um,
And they show pictures of Times Square being empty. I mean, that's just unreal.
Well, it is going to be, one thing that will be hard is that you do walk around and a lot of the restaurants are closed and a lot
Yeah.
of the shops, and
Yeah.
you know in your heart that they are never going to open again. So
Yeah.
it's
I
not an easy time, but,
Yeah.
I think that together we're going to get through this.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
thank our medical. We thank people like yourselves who are on the front lines and helping people through this time.
Yeah.
And thank you for your time, and we will get through this.
Yeah. We will.
If people want to know more about what you do, if they want to reach out, if they're in the Atlanta area and they want to come see you, how can they find you?
You can. My website is taylormedicalgroup.net, and you can email me at info@taylormedicalgroup.net. I get all those emails that come to my phone. So
Nice.
Yep.
Well, thank you for that.
Thank
and of
you.
course, if you guys at home have any questions you want us to pass along to Dr. Taylor, we're happy to do that. You can email us at hello@artbeautypodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Art Beauty Podcast.
And YouTube. Check us out there and watch the show. And as always, we will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.